Y'all always say y'all have a hard time finding you a good man, single, no kids, over 6 feet, make over 6 figures. And in my head, I'll be like, me and all the homies fit that description. So let me introduce y'all to the homies. All right, what's your height?
I'm 6'2".
Single?
Single.
You got kids?
I ain't got no kids.
No kids. What about you, bro?
I'm 6'3", no kids, and I'm single.
What about you, bro?
6'3",
Single.
no kids.
No kids. Come on now. Good G's out in this thing.
Always look cute. Girl, where you sitting?
I don't sit until my husband sits.
Really? I didn't know that. Why? Like, what's the theory in that? Why?
So for me, it's out of respect. And I think a lot of women think like respect is like those big moments. No, respect is these little moments. It sets the tone. Like we came in together, we sit together. I'm honoring him, not other people that are sitting.
Wow.
Just let me know and guide me on where we're gonna sit so that we stay moving together. It's just
I never knew that. Look, I know I'm gonna be a good wife because you
know that's right. And you cute too, so he better come right.
Right.
For women, you also have a choice. Like if I see that our values don't align, or I'm very big on let your yes be yes and your no be no. Because obviously everything I've been through, right? I'm very big on, I will study you to be like, are you a man of your word? And we're not perfect. You know, there might be times where I'm like, yeah, Anne, I'm going to call you back. And I don't, right? But then eventually I'm like, I'm really sorry, I'll call you back. But if there is the inconsistency, if you say this, but your actions show this, I have a choice to remove myself. I'm not sitting in confusion. I'm not trying to analyze you for something else. So I think also, you know, you have a choice to remove yourself from certain situations if you know it's not aligned. Let's talk DXB. Real conversations by real people.
A lot of these modern women aren't understanding fully that men can get tired too. And in fact, men continue, mentally I should say, and emotionally, they're exhausted. They get tired of everything that's going on. And they continue to try to tell you, hey, this is what I'm feeling. Can we come to some sort of resolution? But for a lot of these modern women, because they're not as emotionally stable as they say they are, they'll continue to put everything on the man, talking about, well, you're a man, fix it, handle it. But that's not really the way it's supposed to go. If you want to be a partner, then go ahead and be a partner and help him out with his issues the same way that he helps you out, and the same way that you expect him to help you out with yours.
This is exactly why you're still single, and nobody's telling you this. You keep saying you want a relationship, but your standards don't match your reality. You're entertaining men you don't even respect, replying to low effort, giving attention too easily, and then wondering why it's not going anywhere. High-value men don't chase accessible women. They commit to women who move different, who don't give access to just anybody. You're not single because you're not enough. You're single because you're accepting less. Be honest. Which part of this hit you?
A lot of modern women you'll find are really, unfortunately for them, undisciplined. Very undisciplined. Say, for instance, she might, or he might have some friends. He keeps some friends, you know, hey, let's go do this, let's do it, you know, let's hang out, right? And I don't invite her because we're just friends. Hey, we're just going out to hang out. It's just me and the boys going to chill out, right? We ain't going to do nothing crazy. We're just going to chill out. Oh, well, you're not going to, where you going? And you got to answer all those questions. But when it comes time for you to go on a girl's trip and you don't invite him, and he says, you know, you never really invite me either. What are you guys doing? We ain't really doing anything. You know, I need my space, boundaries. You know, I gotta have some sort of bodily autonomy and all that other stuff. So it's okay for you to quote unquote get your space and go on multiple girls' nights. But if that man, even God forbid, that man goes over another man's house, have a beer and play some games. God forbid these brothers have some fun without you. God forbid.
There is something nobody tells you about a man who stops responding. They will call it games. They will call it immaturity. They will say he is being difficult. But what is actually happening is much simpler than that. He realized his attention has value, and he stopped giving it away for free to people who never appreciated it. He was not always like this. He used to be the one who replied within minutes to people who took days, who double texted when the conversation went quiet, who made plans and followed up alone because he wanted the connection that badly. He believed consistency would be rewarded, that effort would eventually be noticed, that showing up would one day mean something. But people don't value access they get for free. And he learned that the hard way. Being always reachable didn't make him valued. It made him expected, the one you could take for granted and still find waiting on the other side. So he stopped. He found more peace in silence than he ever found in forcing connection. He withdrew his attention. He raised his standards. He closed the door. He didn't ghost you. He outgrew you. And there is a massive difference.
You know, a lot of these modern women continue to try to mess around with men, right? They have a whole rotation of friends that they call friends doing boyfriend tasks. And these guys are nowhere in the picture. You got 3 different guys helping you move. You got men trying to help you fix your car, picking you from the airport, picking you up from the airport, taking you to the airport, all in the same month, or maybe over time, right? First of all, if you need that many men to help you out in your life, you're not independent. That's first and foremost. You're just running a staffing agency, but these boys not getting paid, right? Number one. Number two, when you look at it, what about this operation would be appealing to a man who's supposed to be your actual partner? What about it? Why would he like that? Why is this something that he'd be like, oh yeah, she's got a bunch of men that is doing this for her and doing that for her? Why in the world he'd be like, I really love this. I really love all of these men orbiting around her. This is fantastic. I love that.
Who love you ain't gonna come to you while he broke. A broke man is an angry man. A broke man is a figuring out man. A broke man is gonna tell you gotta wait. And who love you don't want to tell you that. Who really love you, they gonna wait to put you so they got together. And if a motherfucker come to you telling you up front of they probably there to use you. Cause a ain't gonna come bother you. They gonna get together, then they gonna put you when they can afford with you and give you good experiences in life.
And I think a lot of modern women, they have these full emotional breakdowns when they attend weddings. Doesn't even have to be a wedding, but a lot of times it is, where they'll attend a wedding or some situation where they seem to be like the third wheel, and they'll, post something like after the wedding, oh, I'm happy for my friends, I'm happy for this, and this, but when is my turn? And I say a lot of times it's weddings, but sometimes it could be, I'm just the third wheel. I'm just going out with, Susie and Brad, right? We're just sitting having dinner. Or, I could be with somebody, have a +1. We go on a double date and I see Susie and Brad. Looks like their relationship is doing fantastically. It may be, it may not be. But you come up with well, when is it my turn? I've been a bridesmaid for a time this year, but yet and still you'll have on your profile, I'm still figuring it out. Or I'm a boss babe, just, kind of looking for my power couple man. Not terrible, but you're not really wanting to be married. That's it. Your mind is not really committed to being married. A lot of these modern women, even though it's coming out of their mouth, even though they're saying it, they're not really ready to be in a relationship. They're not. I know you can say, well, I've been through all of the healing and all of the therapy and all that stuff. You're not ready. You still have a lot of tendencies about you. And a lot of times we like to throw it on the man. Like it's the man's fault. Well, if he would lead properly, then I would do X, Y, and Z. No, I get where you're coming from, but no, that's not how that works. In certain ways, yes. But a lot of these modern women out here, it's their character. They are the issue. They are the problem. you at least gotta fix this over here first. I mean, you could trash him and talk about him and dog him out for the things that he does all you want. But at the end of the day, you still got to fix what's wrong with you.
I forgot to tell you, Brian and Kelly are getting a divorce.
What? Why?
See now, like right there. Let me go ahead and stop you, right? Let me go ahead and stop you. I don't care. And it's not that I don't care about what they have, like what's going on with them, because I care about people I care about in my life. But like, I don't care in the sense of like, if he doesn't want to tell me, I don't want to ask him. Right? Does that make sense? Like, if he's not going to come out and say like, oh, this is what's going on, blah, 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 like, I'm not going to be like, oh man, why? Like, what's the matter? Did you guys just not, was it not working anymore? Did you try it? Like, I care, but at the end of the day, I just don't fucking care. I don't care.
And a lot of these modern women are thinking that men are scared to approach. And that's not really it. Well, he's intimidated. No, I'm not intimidated. It's just a lot of men out there are tired of being treated like they're a problem, like I'm the issue, like I done something wrong. If I come over here and shoot my shot to you respectfully and you make a stank face, or you go to trying to pull out your phone even before I get there, and men see y'all doing this stuff, man. I'm telling you, men see y'all doing this stuff. Even if it's not you recording because y'all thinking y'all slick. Oh, well, you go over there and record. Oh, he's coming. Just pull out your phone, See you doing that stuff. So when men see you acting crazy and then they turn and, where's he going? Wait, now. And now you want to, see, look, man, they scared, they this, thing. No, I'm not. I saw you acting crazy. I saw you about to do something stupid, and I went another direction. Just like you decide, oh, we're going to audible. We're going to do something stupid instead of just being respectful and having a normal social conversation. What we're going to do is something dumb. He says, okay, I'm going to pivot. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go get a drink. Whatever I was about to do, I'm not about to do that. What modern women want men to do is continue, even if you see trouble, continue to walk that direction. Continue, and whatever it is, even if we want to make jokes about you and we're about to make jokes about you, just still come on and let us have a bit of fun. Let us make fun of you. You're setting that precedent now. And once again, have a sense of humor. Be able to laugh at yourself. Man, if somebody makes a joke, if you do something stupid, or you got some ways about you, and your girl is making fun of you and stuff like that, have a sense of humor. You ain't perfect, and you're gonna be roasting other people, so have a little bit of sense. Let them make fun of you, right? But modern women have moved from making fun of somebody to completely trying to disrespect them, completely trying to ruin their life. You don't need no job. As a matter of fact, you need to fire him. Going and trying to ruin somebody's livelihood by putting terrible reviews and then trying to essentially dox people is what they're trying to do. Low key, indirectly dox somebody is what they're doing. They don't want to say it like that, but that's what they're doing. And you wonder why men are not approaching you.
So if a woman chooses to not date men that have children, it's a preference. But if a man chooses to not date women that have children, he's immature and needs to grow up. The double standards of dating is crazy.
I think in all honesty, a lot of these modern women are taking dating advice and relationship advice. They're taking dating advice and relationship advice from these women whose marriages have failed. From these women whose relationships have failed multiple times. These women who are applying bitter lessons to men who haven't done anything. That's who you're taking advice from. You got a best friend out here that got divorced last year, talking about men are trash, they're terrible, and this is what he used to do to me. And somebody's sitting back like, that's actually not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, but you know, he was doing this, this, and this. No, those are all good things too. Maybe you're the problem. No, it could never be me. And if somebody suggests that I'm a terrible person, then they need to get from around me. It's pretty much how it goes. And that's the person that you're friends with. Anytime somebody tries to hold them accountable for the things that they did, it's always somebody else's fault. Always somebody else's fault. He did me wrong. I thought he was true. He ran out of my life, and now I'm so through with him. Sorry. Anyways, these modern women playing games. Stop listening to these modern women who don't know what the heck they're talking about. Now, I do agree. Just because you had a failed relationship, don't mean that you can't provide some advice. Don't mean you can't say, hey, now watch out for this or look out for that. You can say that. But a lot of these modern women are not level-headed. They're not coming from a place of, oh, well, you know, just kind of look out for this, you know, and you're just kind of listening and then giving feedback. They hear a little bit, yeah, leave him alone. Oh. And you let that man go, and then you have to separate yourself months later when that man says, hey, whatever happened to us? And then you have to think by yourself, because your friend is off doing whatever she's doing. You have to think, I don't know what happened to us. Why did we stop talking? I don't know. You said something about, you know, I was doing some weird stuff and I never understood that. And I tried to ask you about it, but you would never answer my call, so I didn't get it. Okay, well, yeah, I don't see why we can't go out on a date and just to see. And this time she don't tell her girlfriend about it. And they sit and talk and it's like, why did we ever break up? Why did we stop talking? Why did we ever stop talking? I don't know. And then you see them 2 years down the line be married. Actually married. Because there was nothing wrong. It's just that she was bitter and she was projecting what happened to her and the stuff that she got herself into onto you. Stop listening to that. Stop listening to it. At the very least, listen, analyze it, and it's like, well, that don't apply to me. Okay. And throw it away. Stop letting these bitter women ruin your relationship.
No, I'm not interested.
Okay, no problem.
Wait, that's it?
Huh?
That's all you want to say?
Did you want me to say something else?
I mean, no, but guys usually keep trying, get mad, call me out my name or something.
You wanted that?
No, I was just pointing it out.
Oh, okay. That's it?
So you just gonna go about your day?
Yes. What do you want? Do you want something?
I'm confused. Are you healed or something?
Did you want me to chase you?
No, you just gave up so easily.
If somebody tell me they're not interested in me, I'm not gonna keep trying. Like that's how people get hurt.
Okay, but applying pressure is a thing.
Yeah, I apply pressure to people that want me back.
I beg to differ. I think if a man wants something, he gonna go after it.
I do go after what I want, but that want has to want me back. I'm not gonna be chasing after the rejected. That's stupid.
I think also men just get tired of having to be out here showing up for you. You got a race or a marathon or something like that, man's right there. Hey man, you need some water? Hey, there's only certain things that you can do, but if you running a race or something like that, I got your special sauce, got your special water, I got your special snack. After the race, there's however many checkpoints during the race, I'm right there cheering you on. I got my family. If I can't be there at every checkpoint, obviously I got my family. Go Chelsea, keep on running, keep on going. And I've got your encouragement. And then at the end, I'm right there waiting on you, right? A lot of men, he might say, hey, I want to take you out to a basketball game or a baseball game. And I want to propose because this is, I thought you like grand gestures and stuff like that, which as a man, you probably want to have a conversation with her. In all honesty, you do want to have a conversation with her. Even if you're not thinking about proposing for like another 3 months, another 6 months, that's a conversation that should probably come up at some point in time. So what kind of rings are you? Like, have you ever thought about that? Oh, you trying to propose? No, I'm just curious. You know, I'm just curious. I mean, you don't want to do it too early, because you on the first date, you know, unless it naturally comes up, but don't bring it up. Don't bring it up if at all possible, right? Once you know you've been talking, y'all start to hang out a little bit, and you say, so you want kids? Yeah, I want kids. And I already have kids, and things of that nature. And so, you know, what are you looking for? Well, I really like to be married. You know, how long? Have you ever thought about how long it would take you to get married? Well, I'm thinking about, you know, maybe, you know, at least a year. I'd like to get married in under a year. Of course, it depends on if I know the guy. Oh, so you got your ring picked out and everything. Now you just brought it up naturally. Oh yeah, I got this. Well, okay, show me what you got. And she'll definitely show you. Well, this is why I got this, and this. And you make a mental note of it. You can look and see what kind of website it is, where it's at, and the whole 9 yards. And you can kind of see where you're at, right? If you really like the lady. If not, then it don't really matter. But, you know, you need to be having those conversations, right? But my original point was, men, they try to do nice things for you. They try to do grand gestures to prove their love to you. And so when a man does these grand gestures, like goes in front of millions of people or thousands of people he doesn't know, and he tries to ask you for your hand in marriage, or, you know, he takes you out on a nice expensive date, for a lot of men out here, especially if that's not a place that they would ever go, that's not a place that they would ever frequent, they do these things, but they don't get anything in return. That's it. It was a problem for men before, but now that they see you're bragging about not going to give anything back to them, you're not going to do anything for them, now they're saying, okay, well, since you want to act like that, I'm cutting it off, full stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, healthy boundaries protect your self-respect. When someone is trying to devalue you in a relationship, healthy boundaries prevent them from doing so. It is about self-worth, keeping your integrity, making sure you are treated right. Boundaries become controlling when it turns into disrespecting the other person, when you start to devalue them. Healthy boundaries are done usually through action, simply walking away, removing your presence. Many men think it's applying pressure, getting really angry, when it's supposed to be calm and understanding. When both people have healthy boundaries that the other partner respects, they each feel valued in the relationship. It feels fair and mutual. Many people sacrifice their boundaries, their self-respect. They say okay and yes out of fear, like nice guys and simps, but they are not being nice to themselves by sacrificing their self-respect, which also costs them authenticity, which lowers the connection. This is why for nice guys, women seem to get worse and worse, or they lose them in the end, because people-pleasing damages connection by destroying authenticity, by devaluing themselves. When a man can stand up for himself, say no, and walk away, he may lose the woman. He protects his self-respect, his authenticity, which boosts whatever connection there is. The women you lose are the ones who don't actually want to connect with you, the ones who want to control you instead. Healthy boundaries are meant to filter people, to find healthy love, to protect your self-worth. Be kind to people, but know when it is costing you your authenticity, because you want someone who will value that. Watch my YouTube for more one-on-one calls in the bio. Drizzle.
And you know, a funny thing is that modern women will say, well, I just expect a man to pay. And then they'll say, well, you know, whoever invites who out, that's who needs to pay. So if a woman invites a man out, then she needs to pay. Okay, that seems fair, but they're not really going to invite a man out. And when they do, and this is why guys are kind of starting to walk away, modern women will go out there and invite a man out, and it would be somewhere it's like really expensive. And the guy will come there and he'll be like, man, this is kind of expensive. Why? I mean, I guess we're, at the very least, I guess we're splitting it. But unbeknownst to him, and men start paying attention to this later on, unbeknownst to him, I invited you out here because I actually want to try this place out, and I want you as the man to pay. And he was like, huh? And so, and this is what modern women try to get away with. The man will, they know I was paying. I didn't have money for this. They're expecting you to just suck it up and be a gentleman. Well, I'm a lady, you're a man, but we don't even date. We're not even romantically involved like that. Well, yeah, I know, but you know, you're still a man, and men just do certain things. And so at that point in time, and she don't really realize it, and a lot of modern women don't really care because they're just in it for themselves. But you just lost a friend clowning and putting people out. And men are not the only people that modern women do this to. Modern women will actually do this on their birthday. They'll go to multiple dinners, invite people, multiple dinners. I said that. I'll repeat it again. They'll go to multiple dinners, invite people, expect people to cover the bill. Well, that's my birthday, and it's okay. Well, you know, I guess I'll get you on your birthday. But what they'll do is they'll invite people to an expensive restaurant, and then they'll go crazy ordering whatever it is that they want to order and expect the table to just figure it out. And then when the table's like, no, I'm not gonna be, I love you, but I'm not doing this. Oh, you really don't like me. And now we got to go subtweeting. Now we got to go sub posting and throwing subliminal shots online. Oh, you know, I know who my real friends are. And now she got to go post a thirst trap. Post a thirst trap online with the caption, God got me. You know, some type of stupid scripture that ain't got nothing to do with her in a video with her behind jiggling and her chest all out. What she really doing is fishing for another roster, fishing for new friends. That's going, and she want them quick. That's why I gotta post myself half naked, because it's my birthday week and my birthday's coming up, and I'm looking for a sucker to come up here and pay for me. Modern women do that stuff.